So here it is. It's called Train Set in a Tin. Very British. Might even be HO, or at least double O, based on the width of the track. Clearly, it's everything you need to get started in steam railroad modeling. It's got a steam train. It's got a tender with coal marked clearly on the side. It has a freight car, and it has a caboose. The next step was to make sure that the train actually, the track could sit down on the felt and that the train would actually run without derailing, which it seems to do. And I also started adding some scenery. Okay, so this is the final project, the diorama completed. It's got the train running around a small park-like setting. I'll go through each of the individual scenes in a moment. I can tell you that all of the scenery used here is pretty inexpensive stuff. The grass is, I paid about $1 for a sheet about twice that large. It's not very realistic. It's more like a piece of felt, but it works for this kind of small thing. And all of the figures and trees, etc., are relatively inexpensive pieces. Purchased as in my local paper store in the area where they put materials for architectural students to build their models. The only decent piece of equipment is this crossing gate, which is a Bachmann piece that I bought for my big layout and really didn't have a use for at the end of it. I tried to use everything that I'd read about doing scenics. I don't do a lot of scenery for my big layout because it's an industrial switching layout. I'm mostly building buildings and doing a little bit of scenery, but not the big stuff that people with big layouts are really doing. So I tried to use the lessons that I'd learned, and the most important lesson I think was to be able to tell stories. So here we have the grand entrance to the park, so to speak, with these big planters. And here we have, zooming in, a mother with her child, and perhaps her father, the child's grandfather, coming along to help, and maybe they're coming out to sit at these picnic tables and have their lunch. In this corner, we have a horse running out of the woods, perhaps running free for some reason, and a mother and her small child looking at the horse from across the railway tracks. Here we have a scene with some cows that may have escaped from a farm beyond that line of trees in the background, and some mothers and children. Or in the bottom, in the yellow, a pair of small children looking at what's happened, how the cows are kind of in a place they're not expected. The guy on the red in the right is a photographer, and he's ignoring the cows and getting ready for a shot of the train coming around the corner. And we'll just move over a little bit further to this lookout on top of the Grand Mountain, which has as a photographer again, rail fanning. From this view, we'll step back a bit. He's got a clear shot at the track when the train comes around. And we also have a pair of children who are on this lookout that's on top of the quotes mountain. And then we have some people climbing up the mountain to get a better view on this side, and then over again on this side. This space in front of the railway is empty, and will remain so. And I want to put a building in there, but I haven't really found what I'm looking for. So now with the train running, you can get a good look at it. The battery's running down, so it's a little slower than it was in the previous videos. Again, I want to thank my wife a lot, not only for giving me the set, but also for inspiring me to do this diorama. She said, wouldn't it be fun if we could have this, bring it out, put it on for parties, or put it on the dinner table for a dinner party or something, and a little more fun than little more portable, let's say, than the big layout, obviously. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks very much for watching. You can like, comment, of course, because I'd love to hear your feedback. And, of course, live long and prosper.